Well, everyone was talking about Yasiel Puig and his incredible start. Look at what Junior Lake has done, and he's added to it tonight.
9 hits here in the desert so far. First 2+ games of this series. In LA, they were chanting MV Puig. In Chicago, they're talking about Lake Superior, Great Lake, Lake effect. Lead now just 1. Could use the igniter. Diamondbacks right now have no clue how to get Junior Lake out. Junior's biggest challenge right now is don't get himself out. Stay in the zone.
It feels like, based on what's happened the last 2 innings, that 6 runs will not be enough. Could be very wrong.
No, my sense is the Cubs are going to have to score again to win this game. They didn't miss that by much.
Gregorius in shallow left. Let's get our Coors Light freeze. Camp feels good here in Arizona.
Great looks as we freeze the swing of Junior Lake. Look where that ball is in relation to the fat part of the bat. He's barreling it up, keeping his head right in there. Front side closed.
Strike 1 on Rizzo. Lined into a double play. Drove in the first run of the game in the 4th with a double, then walked and scored in the 5th. Inside 1-1. Left center. Caught by Eaton. Okay, so it looks like Eaton and Pollock have switched spots. They didn't the last inning, did they? I think they just switched. Musical chairs in the outfield. Matt Guerrier is up. So I think Blake Parker gets a hold, right?
I don't know, does he?
Tying run was on deck. Save situation. And well, Cubs are still ahead.
And that's always kind of a weird deal, because regardless of the score, had he come in and pitched the rest of the ball game, it would have been a safe situation.
Yes.
Right. You can pitch 3 innings in a 9-1 game, finish the game, and get a save. That happened again.
Well, right.
Remember the game Baltimore and the Rangers, like a 30-3 game? Somebody was credited with a save in that game.
Swing and a miss on a changeup to end the inning. It's 6-5 Cubs in the 7th.
Monster waves. Too fast, too scary. Until an ingenious idea changed everything. Tow-in surfing. Courageous thinking. It's how we engineered the Mazda 3 with Skyactiv technology. Named a top safety pick. This is the Mazda way, and this is the Mazda 3. What do you drive? With a 0 to drive lease, get a 2013 Mazda 3 ISV for $199 a month and 0 to at lease sign-in.
Look at him, living on cloud nine with that U-verse wireless receiver.
You see, in my day, when my mom was repainting the house, you couldn't just set up a TV in the basement. I mean, come on.
Nope. We only watched TV in the rooms that had a TV outlet.
Yeah, if we wanted to watch TV someplace else, we'd have to go to my Aunt Sally's. Have you ever sat in a plastic-covered couch?
You're missing a good game over here.
Those kids wouldn't have lasted one day in our shoes.
Add a wireless receiver. Call to get U-verse TV for just $19 a month with qualifying bundles. Rethink possible.
You're outnumbered. We will accept your surrender with respect. Really?
Interesting.
X-Men fans rejoice. It's the Wolverine movie you've been waiting for. The Wolverine, rated PG-13.
Welcome back. Fans, you have a group looking for a great spot to enjoy sunshine baseball and all you can eat and drink at Wrigley Field this summer. The Budweiser patio gives you the opportunity to do this in prime home run territory. Bring your best guests inside the ballpark this season. For more information and to purchase tickets for the 2013 Cubs season, call 773-404-4200 or visit Cubs.com/premier. Premier rhymes with Guerrero. And he is now pitching. 3 of 4, 442 for Matt. 45th time he's pitched this year.
Prado has walked, singled, knocked in a run as he reached on an error. Outside, ball 1.
Starters are still the pitchers of record in this game. Samardzija in position for his 7th win. Ian Kennedy, if he takes the loss, will be 3-8.
Yeah, and mentioning that, it reminds me, and this stat still does exist, although you used to see it as more of an official stat, the game-winning RBI. You know, in hockey, the game-winning goal, if you went 5-4, no matter how you got there, it's that 5th goal that's the game winner. But in baseball, the game-winning RBI belongs to the player who knocked in the go-ahead run, and then the team never trailed again. So if the Cubs don't give up the lead the rest of the way, the game-winning RBI will belong to Anthony Rizzo. Prado with a leadoff single. So it's not the 6th run that would be that game winner, it's the first one.
Well, and that's, you know, it's such a silly statistic anyway. I mean, there's I think when people first started talking about game-winning RBI, they attached some level of a tangible skill to it. Oh, he comes through in the clutch. It's nonsense.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, an RBI double in the 4th is a good thing for your team, but you think Anthony was thinking, I've got to get this RBI double because it could be a game winner? I think he's just trying to knock in a run.
Yeah. And that goes to that whole conversation about clutch hitting. Does it exist?
Blocked by Castillo. Aaron Hill, the batter, he's hitting in the pitcher's spot, out of the lineup for the 2nd straight night.
There's a great article in Fangraphs the other day talking about the Cardinals and how good they've been with runners in scoring position this year. And, you know, when asked about it, everybody in St. Louis says, well, we've got mature hitters. They take a great approach. But their batting average with nobody on is down near the bottom of the league. So does that mean you're not trying in those situations? And you basically had the same players last year, so why didn't that group of mature, smart hitters hit .339 with runners in scoring position like this year's guys are?
I think the answer is it's a great lineup. Maybe the best in baseball. Certainly in the National League. Sometimes you can just be good. You don't have to attach other adjectives to a hitter or a lineup. The 2-0 to Hill. Low. 3 balls, no strikes.
We used to talk about what a clutch hitter Tony Perez was. Tony Perez drove in a lot of runs. He had a great career.
He also hit in a really good lineup.
Yeah. Well, I think a player can come through in the clutch. There's such a thing as a clutch hit. A guy got a big clutch hit, and a guy can be good in the clutch over the course of a year. But I don't think there's anything that defines a guy as a clutch hitter that makes him rise to the occasion in a certain situation significantly more often than anybody else, or more than he would otherwise. A lot of it is opportunity. A lot of the postseason heroics, it's by guys who aren't necessarily great players. It's because the great players that get pitched around.
Three and 2.
With all due apologies to Mr. October.
Right. Swing and a miss. Oh, a bobble by Castillo. So no shot to get Prado, and the tying run is in scoring position. But a good comeback by Guerrier after a 3-0 start in that at bat.
He gets unbelievable movement on his off-speed stuff. This is a sinker. Wellington Castillo, you see, he never does catch it cleanly and doesn't make the transfer cleanly into his throwing hand either. No, Prado does get a stolen base despite that woeful record. What was he, 1 out of 7 prior to that?
He is now 2 out of 7. Bottom right, that's the tying run. Martin Prado with 1 out.
So it would be interesting if we had isolated cameras on Samardzija and Kennedy wherever they are. Kennedy hoping to get off the hook. Jeff hoping to hang on and get this W. Don't let pitchers tell you that wins and losses don't matter. Yeah, you want to keep your team in the game. Your job is to go out there and pitch as effectively as you can for as long as you can. But at the end of the day, whether it's fair or not, you do get measured by that 1-loss record.
When Nieves badly wants to drive in this tying run, he's really expanded his zone, and he does again. And Guerrier really took advantage of that over aggressiveness. 2 down.
That was a bad AB there. A good recognition by Guerrier and Castillo. Why do anything differently? Yeah, guys just keep wailing away. Just keep throwing it out there.
Left-handed hitting Didi Gregorius due up. It'll be left-hander James Russell to face him. With the tying run at second, it's a Honda call to the pen in the 7th.
Okay, what's the biggest number you can think of?
A trillion, billion, zillion.
That's pretty big. How about you?
10.
Okay. How about you?
Infinity.
Can you top that?
Infinity and 1.
Actually, we are looking for infinity plus infinity. Sorry.
What about infinity times infinity?
It's not complicated. Bigger is better, and AT&T has the nation's largest 4G network.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.
The Ari Jose tweeted, need an SUV, #now. No way, Ari Jose. Right now it's the Honda Summer Clearance event, and you should get the Pilot. It seats 8, and it's loaded with standard features. But don't just take my word for it. What should Ari get? Pilot! And if a unanimous vote from people in a commercial isn't enough, we've got tons of great deals.
Want a new car? Get a great deal on one you'll love at the Honda Summer Clearance event, happening now.
Get more cash back when you earn up to 5% back on purchases in categories you choose with the U.S. Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card. Apply today at any U.S. Bank branch.
Well, let's make our Honda call to the bullpen one more time and check in on left-hander James Russell. 50th time he's trotted out to the mound. 1-2 with a 270. Gregorius up there, left-handed hitter. Tying run on second base. One out to get. That likely will do it for him, but a very important out. Slider away. Strike one.
By the way, if you're keeping score at home, change the De Jesus single in the 5th to an error on Martin Prado. That's significant for Ian Kennedy. Instead of 6 earned runs, he gave up 2 earned runs. Oh, 0-2. Lake over near the line to end the inning. They strand the tying run at second. It's still 6-5 Cubs.
These days, it seems like everyone's headed to the same old places to do the same old stuff. We say it's time to change it up. It's time to put your blinker on and head someplace new, wherever that may be. The all-new 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander with advanced safety technologies, 31 miles per gallon and room for 7. It's never been easier to find your own lane.
You're working hard, you know that it's true. You need a brand new soap that works hard too. You are the worst architect in the world.
If you love steak, Chili's has got the deal for you. Right now, get a thick, juicy sirloin, crispy fries, and a fresh garden salad for just $9.99. Come enjoy our new Steak Lovers special today, only at Chili's. More life happens here.
A giant robot of unknown origin has invaded the city and has taken over.
You're gonna need this.
All attempts to remove the threat have failed.
Get an F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash or $6,250 in cash savings, plus $1,000 bonus cash and $1,000 extra for your trade.
Don't miss the exciting opportunity to go behind the scenes of the legendary home of the Chicago Cubs with Wrigley Field tours. Guided tours include visits to the press box, clubhouses, dugouts, as well as a chance to actually step on the field. This must-see Chicago attraction houses almost 100 years of history. Wrigley Field tours are offered on both game days and non-game days. So visit Cubs.com/tours to book yours today.
Will Harris now working in the 8th.
He's been pretty darn good for the D-backs. Strikeout rate up over 30%. A little cut fastball there. A lot of ground balls. Fastball curve change. Here's the curve.
Gave up a run in the 9th on Monday night. Line into right. Castro has his first hit of the evening.
Third baseman Luis Valbuena.
Keeps his hands through the zone, stays long through the hitting zone, and punches that line drive single to right. That's the way to get things started. Pedro Strop getting ready in the Cubs pen.
Some other news around baseball. First second baseman in Major League history to make $100 million in a contract. Dustin Pedroia. He is now signed through 2021 with the Red Sox. So it's an 8-year deal worth $110 million. I guess if you're going to give that money to a second baseman, he'd be a pretty good one.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player. Won an MVP, didn't he? 3-4 years ago.
Yep. High and deep, right field. Parra back. It's caught right at the barrier. Valbuena missed a 2-run homer by maybe inches.
And there's the frustration as Valbuena got a lot of that, but not every last bit of it. And he hit into a pretty deep part of that corner down the right field line. Look how it's cut out. It's like it was engineered to beat him.
Maybe a couple of feet. Dave McKay frustrated too. Gerardo Parra relieved. Joe Mauer is a twin, and his wife gave birth to twins.
How about that? It's like it was meant to be. Grew up in the Twin Cities, plays for the Twins, and now he fathers twins.
Twin girls, Emily and Maren, M-A-R-E-N.
And he hits a lot of doubles. Not a ball you would expect a base runner to tag up and advance on. A deep fly ball to center field. If you think it's going to be run down, you hustle back and tag. That ball in the corner, you want to make sure you give yourself a chance to score if it's not caught. There's no way to expect that ball to be caught out there. Chance it goes out of here. There's a chance it goes off the wall.
One and two.
Once he sees it caught, he scrambles back. That was after the throw came back in because he had retreated and tagged after the catch. But I'm not going to be able to advance.
Did you see this story out of the Prospect League? In St. Louis, a skydiver landed on a shortstop, knocked him out for the rest of the season.
I did see a headline to that effect.
Very scary. Suffered a concussion. 20-year-old kid.
What's the prospect league?
It's a wooden bat league.
Summer league, yeah.
For college players. The Terre Haute Rex were playing the Hannibal Cavemen. Mattingly Romanen was accidentally kicked in the face by a parachuter.
Seems like you would have seen that coming. Take an evasive action.
Actually, he was told not to move. I guess one of the other skydivers had landed and told the players, don't move, the skydivers will miss you.
Oh, it's supposed to be like a dangerous thing where they're going to just miss him for high drama.
Well, I don't know if it was on that part was on purpose. I don't think they were supposed to land close to them. But I think it was more stand still.
At some point, you got to trust your instincts. Yeah. Got to be an instinctive infielder there and get out of the way of the guy coming in.
Castro at first, 1 out. Well, Buena just missed a home run. Arnie battling with Harris, 2-2. Also, I'm going to tweet a link to a Wall Street Journal article about the Pine Tar game. And the story comes from the Bat Boy. And it's a really interesting behind-the-scenes story of the infamous Pine Tar incident from 30 years ago today. Runner goes, and they're going to turn a double play. A 4-3 twin killing to get the Diamondbacks out of the top of the 8th. Just wasn't meant to be for the Cubs here in the 8th. 6-5.
It's a golden opportunity to discover a hybrid from the luxury car company that understands that one type of hybrid isn't right for everyone. Come to the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event and choose from one of 5 Lexus hybrids that's right for you, including the Lexus ES and CT hybrids. Lease the 2013 CT 200H with 0 due at signing for $299 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
With Luna, buy 2 rooms of flooring with installation and get product for the rest of your home for just $99. Sit back, relax, and save.
773-202 Luna.
Now at Burger King, choose 2 sandwiches for just $5. Whether you're craving a new bacon cheddar stuffed burger and an original chicken sandwich, an original chicken sandwich and a premium Alaskan fish sandwich, or even a Whopper and another Whopper. Get 2 for just $5 today. Only at Burger King, where taste is king.
This could change everything. A frost brew liner, cold-activated mountains, 2-stage cold indicators, plus a new double-vented wide mouth. This technological masterpiece will revolutionize barbecues, beach parties, and tailgates. It will bring cold refreshment to millions of people this summer and eliminate oppressive heat around the world. Sorry, I got carried away. The world's most refreshing can, only from Coors Light.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with a Sportsnet Central update. Bears players and coaches reported at training camp in Bourbonnais today. Speaking at a press conference this afternoon we carried here on CSN, GM Phil Emery said the team doesn't plan on signing any player to a contract extension once the season begins. Among those heading into the final year of their deal, quarterback Jay Cutler. Holly joins me later on the postgame show. Now we go back to Len and Jim DeShays in AZ.
Cap, thank you. Pedro Strop has quickly become a very important part of this Cubs bullpen, setting up for Kevin Gregg.
0-3, you see that ERA of 5.40. His ERA before joining the Cubs was 7.25, so been able to whittle away at that. He is not allowed an earned run in a Cubs uniform. 9 appearances wearing the Chicago blue. Good job by Guerrier and Russell in the 7th.
Pollock, Eaton, and Parra, and Strop would like to get all of them in order because Goldschmidt lurking. Cubs are going to have to face Goldschmidt at least one more time. .95, but it missed. Ball one. Oakland improved to 11-1 against the Astros this year with a 4-3 win at Minute Maid Park. Big two-run homer by Coco Crisp in the 7th. Angels shut out the Twins 1-0. Jared Weaver improved to 5-5. Rizzo, foul ground right near the railing, makes a grab for the out.
Concentration staying with that drifting pop-up. I think it was going to stay in play by a wide margin, then continue to fade away, but Rizzo there to secure out number one. But Steven Strasburg tonight, 8 innings, 2 hits, 12 punch outs, allowed 1 run, took the loss.
Liriano got his 10th win. Pirates keep winning.
Strasburg 5-8 now despite a .285 earned run average.
Pittsburgh now 60-39.
Mark Melanson got the save. Jason Grilly's on the DL.
.3-0.
Alvarez hit his 26th home run.
Cardinals though still up a game and a half after an 11-3 win over the Phils. Best record in the majors, 61-37. 3-1. Don't want to walk Eaton with those good wheels. Top 2 hitters in the league, Yadier Molina 339, Alan Craig 337. Ground ball sharply hit, picked up by Valbuena. 2 down.
Central Division, 3 top performers. The Cardinals playing so well, but really can't get much separation from the Pirates. The Reds still very good at 13 games above 500.
I think they're up like 4.5 in the wild card, that second wild card.
Yeah, those 3 teams, the 3 best records in the National League.
Actually, Arizona 4.5 behind Cincinnati for the second wild card. Then after that, the Phillies 8 back. So it's not much of a race at the moment. Small consolation, I suppose. 0-2 the count, but Tim Hudson did get the win. He had a shutout into the 8th in that game before fracturing his ankle. The Braves won the game 8-2.
Ugla, Simmons, Gaddis all went deep for Atlanta.
And the inning is over. Stroke goes 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. Off to the 9th. Still 6-5.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by Elysium from the director of District 9 in theaters August 9th.
Elysium has taken everything, food, water, medicine,
Cancer removed.
and left us with nothing.
Max, help us. Only you can save us.
I'm going up there. Give me the suit. I'm gonna make this right.
Activate Kruger.
Elysium. They will hunt you to the edge of the earth for this. August 9th in IMAX.
Okay, what's the biggest number you can think of?
A trillion, billion, zillion.
That's pretty big. How about you?
10.
Okay. How about you?
Infinity.
Can you top that?
Infinity in 1.
Actually, we are looking for infinity plus infinity. Sorry.
What about infinity times infinity? Oh.
It's not complicated. Bigger is better, and AT&T has the nation's largest 4G network.
I'm your Lincoln concierge. That's the Lincoln MKZ. The roof is retractable with a panoramic opening. Book a test drive?
Absolutely. Lincoln Concierge, always ready to help at Lincoln.com. Like right now during the Lincoln Summer Invitation. Get our best offers of the year on the all-new 2013 Lincoln MKZ during the Lincoln Summer Invitation on now.
Saturday, tune in to CSN for Saturday Night Baseball from San Francisco as the Cubs take on the defending World Series champs. Coverage starts at 7:30 with Papa John's pregame live. Don't miss Cubs and Giants. Saturday at 7:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. Nobody technically out of it. The Padres have had a very cold spell, although they did win that series in Milwaukee, 9 out. Giants on the fringe right now. I guess if you're below 500, it's hard to say you're in a race, but Milwaukee's still not out of it either. Here's Brad Ziegler. Ball 1.
Yeah, you know, the Diamondbacks, Rockies, Giants, they just have to hope that the Dodgers cool off, and they have to cool off some. They cannot continue to win at the rate they've been winning at for the last 3 weeks. They've clearly established themselves as the best team in the division.
Ground ball to second. Prado will get Castillo. So Brad Ziegler's got a couple of interesting things going on. He was bitten by a black widow spider while the team was in San Francisco over the weekend. At the team hotel, in fact, he didn't notice he had been bitten until the following morning. That's no fun. He's also not on Twitter, not using his computer, not using his cell phone, nothing at the ballpark as he faces pinch hitter Julio Bourbon. His teammate J.J. Putz dared him to go 1 week without those things at the ballpark. I guess he collects rare baseball cards, spends a lot of time on his Bluetooth. And the bullpen is donating money to Ziegler's charity for every day he does not use all that technology. So sometimes it's just good for you to stay away.
Unplug for a while. He is a ground ball machine with that submarine delivery. Turns it over, ball sinking down around the knees, almost every offering. Occasional sliders, throwing more changeups this year.
Pretty much be Bourbon's night. He'll pinch hit, and then most likely Kevin Gregg will go into his spot to pitch the bottom of the ninth. right at Goldschmidt.
Buzzard's luck for Bourbon. Dropped the head on it, hit it hard. Right at Goldschmidt. I said a couple innings ago, I thought the Cubs had to score again to win this game. Maybe not. Bullpen's been sturdy so far. Kevin Gregg has been very reliable all year long.
Well, you know why it might not happen? Because we said it would have to. It's usually how it works. It's a change. Just never quite gets to the spot if you're a hitter.
Good changeup will bring a man to his knees.
Yeah, you know, I was just thinking that. Everybody talks about a great fastball. Guys look the silliest on changeups. Ground ball into center. So DeJesus probably should have 3 hits. He has 2. He had 1 taken away earlier.
Left fielder, Junior Blake.
He's about due for a home run.
Been a while, hasn't it?
24 hours. Instead, he bounces to the shortstop, Gregorius, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th. Cubs 6, Diamondbacks 5.
I'm your Lincoln concierge, and that's the Lincoln MKX. It has an EPA estimated rating of 26 highway miles per gallon. Book a test drive?
3 o'clock.
Lincoln Concierge, always ready to help at Lincoln.com. Like right now during the Lincoln Summer Invitation. Get our best offers of the year on the 2013 Lincoln MKX during the Lincoln Summer Invitation on now.
Look at him, living on cloud nine with that U-verse wireless receiver.
You see, in my day, when my mom was repainting the house, you couldn't just set up a TV in the basement. I mean, come on.
Nope. We only watch TV in the rooms that had a TV outlet.
Yeah, if we wanted to watch TV someplace else, we'd have to go to my Aunt Sally's. Have you ever sat in a plastic-covered couch?
You're missing a good game over here.
Those kids wouldn't have lasted 1 day in our shoes.
Add a wireless receiver. Call to get U-verse TV for just $19 a month with qualifying bundles. Rethink possible.
I wasn't exactly a fan of our last carryout deal, but this one is crazy.
The deal is a large 3-topping pizza, carry-out only for just $7.99, Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday?
Thursday.
What happened to Monday through Wednesday?
We've just taken a great deal and we've made it better.
I'm gonna need some help.
Hey, here to help.
Hi, welcome to Domino's.
You know, whatever it takes. Thank you for calling Domino's. This is Patrick. Here you go. Enjoy your day.
The new carry-out special every Monday through Thursday, only at Domino's.
Tonight at the Cubs post-game live, stick around for Sportsnet Central presented by CLR. Bears arrive at camp. Here from the coach, Mark Trestman and Jay Cutler. Big Ten Football Media Day as well. Sportsnet Central coming up tonight after post-game live only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Kevin Gregg on for the 37th time in pursuit of his 20th save. He's failed twice in save opportunities, 2-2 with a 2.80 ERA. Diamondbacks lead the National League in runs scored from the 7th inning on. So far, the bullpen has been able to neutralize them, and now Kevin Gregg with a chance to lock it down and go through their most dangerous hitter first.
Well, the Diamondbacks lead the majors with 21 last at-bat wins. They're 21-13 in one-run games, but trail by 1 tonight. Cubs scored the first 6. The Diamondbacks the most recent 5. 3 off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt in the 6th.
Trying to go down and away with a fastball, and it drifted back up and in, and a line drive 3-run homer for Goldschmidt. Perfect.
0-2. Good start. Ten and 4 in extras. Seems like the close games late, they've pulled out more than pretty much every other team. We'll see if the Cubs can hang on here and give themselves a chance to win this series. "21 tries, 19 conversions for Greg." Three and 2.
See with the dangerous hitters like Goldschmidt a lot. Pitcher gets the jump on him and then tries to get him to chase, and the best hitters refuse to do it, work their way back into the count. Sometimes you wonder if you'd be better off just pressing your advantage when you get the jump on some of these dangerous hitters. You get them 0-2 or 1-2, go ahead and make your pitch then.
Ball 4. That is an elite hitter right there, Paul Goldschmidt. His night, Mr. 3 true outcome. 3 walks, a strikeout, and a 3-run homer.
You know, smart hitter, knows they don't want to give in to him, so he's not going to get overly anxious.
Broken bat liner, base hit. Goldschmidt around second. Sherholtz up with it. The throw cut off by Castro, and a heap of trouble for Kevin Gregg. First and third with nobody out.
Well, not a bad pitch. They're trying to backdoor. He probably got more of the plate than Gregg had hoped, but it was down. Chavez really uses his legs and goes down and gets this ball. Good read by Goldschmidt. No hesitation. He's a good base runner. Good sharp turn of second base.
Okay, so Dale's coming out to the mound, JD, and I really think in this spot, he's probably saying, look, we got to get this game to extras, because if you bring the infield in here to try to cut down the tying run, with Prado coming up, you're in danger of just losing the game right here.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought. You never want to give up that tying run on the road. You've got your closer in the ball game. You feel like this is your best chance to win, but yeah, your point is valid. But nobody out. And nobody out. It's it's a much tougher situation. So it's just the fact that he's already used Parker, Guerrero, and Russell is probably what's driving this decision to bring the infield in. I think you can play it either way. It just depends on the confidence you have and your ability to come back and score against their bullpen, which has not been in great shakes.
Prado, a guy who doesn't strike out very much. One strike.
Yeah, he's actually one of the last guys on the Diamondback club you want to see in the batter's box if you're the Cubs. Smart hitter, good handler of the bat.
Into right. Goldschmidt ready to tag. Sherholtz makes the catch, and Goldschmidt holds. And Williams down there and Goldschmidt deciding.
Interesting.
We'd wait for another shot.
With one out, they send him, I'm sure. Nobody out. They still like their chances. They didn't want to risk it. Obviously, the throw offline, he would have been safe.
So we'll see what the middle infielders do now as Barney talks to Greg. In fact, they're looking into the dugout to.
I think they're moving back to play for two.
So they'll play for two on the infield. In fact, Valbuena back as well. Rizzo holds on. Chavez at first. Cody Ross pinch hitting.
MacGyver time for Kevin Gregg.
In the air, deep to left. Lake's going to have room. It will tie it. Goldschmidt will score. The throw goes to second. 6-6.
We take zero satisfaction in having said the Cubs probably would need to score again to win the game. That's one you'd rather not be right on. And, you know, the Goldschmidt at bat, working that walk after being down in the count. That was huge. Biggest deficit that the Diamondbacks have overcome in their history to win is 6 runs. They've done it 8 times. That was the case. Cubs had a 6-0 lead. This game obviously not over.
Rizzo can't get it. Barney will field. And a good play by Rizzo to come off the bag. So a hit for Nieves.
And Nieves has made up his mind to swing at everything here. Last time he was wailing away at those breaking balls off the plate. This one off the edge. Nice try by Barney, but slow bounding ball and turns into an infield hit.
We may get a pinch runner for Chavez. It'll be Cliff Pennington. By the way, these two teams had been tied for the major league lead with 19 blown saves apiece. The Cubs now with their 20th of the season. And the 1-0. And 2 balls and no strikes. Pollock on deck.
No decisions for Samardzija and Kennedy, the starters tonight.
Kennedy left. It was 6-0. That was way back in the 5th. Swinging away on 3-0. Here's a throw to first. We will go to extra innings. So Gregorius, the green light there. The Diamondbacks tied on the sac fly by the pinch hitter Ross. And we go to the 10th.
What started as an ordinary piece of aluminum was about to become something extraordinary. We have the technology to make it more refreshing than it's ever been. Bluer, colder, wider, venti-er. It's the ultimate delivery system for cold refreshment.
Thanks, scientist.
You're welcome, beach guy. The world's most refreshing can, only from Coors Light.
What's better, being the best at something or just being okay?
Best.
Okay, why?
I would be the best doctor because I will give them casts if they're hurt. There's colorful casts with stickers on them.
You would just give them casts?
With stickers. Stickers that say feel better. No.
It's not complicated. Best is better. And AT&T shares the #1 ranking for network performance in Chicago.
Hi, I'm Jan. Welcome to Toyota's once-a-year clearance event.
Can I still get a great deal?
Yes, there's lots to choose from, but you'd better hurry. They're going fast. What is that?
This is Ted. He's going to help pick the color.
Blue, we have that. Can you take him? We have that too.
Right now, lease a brand new 2013 RAV4 for the incredibly low price of $209 a month during the nationwide clearance event. Hurry into your local Toyota dealer today.
Did you find him?
Still looking.
Toyota, let's go places.
Extra innings are presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Well, there's Heath Bell. He's going to pitch the 10th inning for the Diamondbacks tonight. And he's on for the 43rd time. He's won a couple. He's lost one. He has a 4.23 earned run average. With the closer for a while, isn't anymore. Worked an inning last night, allowed a hit. No runs, no walks. Had a couple of strikeouts.
And he'll face his former Padre teammate, Anthony Rizzo.
That's right. This should be fun. Diamondbacks 10-4 in extra innings. 42 and 44 in regulation. They're tough in extra frames. Rizzo up there with a similar opportunity as Goldschmidt had in the bottom of the ninth, leading off the inning. Sure, you're looking for something to drive. You want to inflict some damage, but if you don't get it, go ahead and take your walk. That's really one of the biggest challenges facing Anthony as this club turns over. He's such a young guy, but such an important part in the middle of the order. But he has to realize that, you know, he can't be driving in the big runs all the time. There are going to be situations where they're pitching around him. He's got to be willing to take his walks.
Cubs have won 6 out of 9 in extras. But just 11 and 21 in one-run decisions. Curveball bounced. 2-2.
Sharp curveball from Bell. Looking for a chase. Rizzo wouldn't bite. about midnight back in Chicago. Reminds me of my youth. Kid, it was always fun to watch late night baseball in the summertime.
Yeah.
From the West Coast.
I'm with you. Hit hard, diving stop, Martin Prado. Check that, Cliff Pennington. Prado now at third. Sorry, Cliff. Got to give you credit. That was a great play.
I'll show it again so you can get due credit. It was a great play. It was a very good at-bat by Rizzo. Wouldn't chase, stayed in the at-bat, hit the ball hard, but unfortunately, Pennington made a play on him.
Scherholtz has knocked in 4 tonight. Three-run homer in the 5th. It looked like it was going to be a laugher at that point.
Yeah, they sting a little bit more if you ultimately lose this game to have that big lead. One thing to lose a game in which you had a 2 or 3 run lead. 6-0. Let that get away.
Driven to deep left. Back toward the wall. Caught by Eaton. The Cubs keep hitting warning track fly balls. Valbuena in the 8th and Scherholtz here in the 10th.
Yeah, you go back a couple innings and think about the ball Valbuena hit. Barney bounces into the double play with Castro on the move. Bourbon hits a rocket to first base for an out. Pennington makes the play on Rizzo. Now this one to left. And a whole lot of what ifs for the Cubs in the last 3 innings. Near misses. In center, cheats a step or 2 towards right field, trying to close the right center alley where Castro gets a lot of extra base hits.
Foul. 1-2.
Kennedy, Coleman, Harris, Ziegler, and now Bell for the Diamondbacks. Samardzija Parker, Guerrero, Russell, Strope, Gregg for the Cubs. There are 11 pitchers used in last night's game, or 2 nights ago. Bullpen arms were rested well over the All-Star break, but getting a lot of work here early in the second half.
side. 96 that time from Bill. As a sign from the Avis. There it is. An emergency hack there on the curve. Quiet in the Cubs bullpen. Looks like Kevin Gregg may come back out for the bottom of the 10th. 17 pitched ninth. Valbuena on deck. 3-2 on Starlin Castro. The Diamondbacks trying to stay within a half game of the Dodgers, who already won tonight in extras. Swing and a miss. It's about as frustrated as Castro will ever get. Cubs go down 1-2-3. Bottom 10 still 6-6.
Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch. Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
If you love steak, Chili's has got the deal for you. Right now, get a thick, juicy sirloin, crispy fries, and a fresh garden salad for just $9.99. Come enjoy our new Steak Lovers special today, only at Chili's. More life happens here.
Right now, save big on beautiful kitchen and bath remodels from Galaxy. Just $49 installed. Call or visit GalaxyHome.com today.
773-783-8300. Call Galaxy.
I'm your Lincoln concierge. That's the Lincoln MKZ. The roof is retractable with a panoramic opening. Book a test drive?
Absolutely. Lincoln Concierge. Always ready to help at Lincoln.com. Like right now during the Lincoln Summer Invitation. Get our best offers of the year on the all-new 2013 Lincoln MKZ during the Lincoln Summer Invitation. On now.
6-6 tie. Kevin Gregg gave up a run in the ninth. Back out there here in the 10th. He has gone beyond an inning 3 times this year. Most he's gotten 4 outs. Most pitches he's thrown 32. So he should still be all right for another inning. A.J. Pollock. 1 for 2. He came into the game in the 6th. And the strike.
It was just Hector Rondon and Michael Bowden left in the Cubs bullpen. They both pitched last night.
Sherholtz in deep right. 1 away.
Rondon through 2/3 of an inning. That hit around was not sharp through 30 pitches. Bowden likewise gave up 3 runs in an inning and a third through 37 pitches.
The life of a reliever. 3.5 hours after the first pitch. Hector Rondon still sitting out there in the bullpen. They'll get up and stretch every once in a while. Usually starts around the 5th or 6th. lot of sunflower seeds. And waiting. 2-0 on Eaton. Greg ready at the belt, and here's his 2-2. It's ball 3.
Just a little bit high, apparently.
I was ready to ring him up. Angel Hernandez, not so much. What did pitch track say? That's trouble. Sherholtz will pick it up. Eaton cruises into second. He's got a double.
First hit of the night for Eaton. He had walked back in the 5th. But 0 for 4 plus that walk prior to this swing of the bat in a situation where Greg just felt like he had a challenge. Didn't get the call on the previous pitch. And if Sherholtz doesn't play this one just so, Eaton's probably going to get to third base. If he doesn't get that carom and get that ball back in, Eaton's 90 feet away from winning this ball game.
Not going to walk Parra. Goldschmidt on deck.
Nope. You got to get 2 of the next 3 hitters out. Goldschmidt, the guy you don't want to have to face. Get Parra, put Goldschmidt on.
He's 2 for 5 with 2 runs. A foul strike.
Pennington now in the spot behind Goldschmidt in the batting order. He came in to pinch run for Chavez last inning. Parra had been struggling coming into this series.
Dribbled to Rizzo. 2 down with Eaton at third.
Goldschmidt might as well just leave his bat in the rack. Here come the boos.
They walk for the 4th time. Pennington will bat for the first time. He came on to pinch run in the 9th.
Second base is his if Goldschmidt wants it.
game-ending hits already this year for Pennington. Goldschmidt does take second. He will not be credited with a steal.
Of that conversation, it looked like Castillo had one idea and Greg had another.
Ball 2. Prado on deck. Pennington 100 points on his OPS better left-handed in his career. Swing and a miss. Winning run at third. That's Eaton. Greg trying to stretch it to the 11th. It's full.
Pennington got a little anxious. Went after what would have been ball 4. Gregorius given the green light back in the 9th on 3-0. This is a team that they're looking fastball. They get into fastball counts. They want to swing the bats.
The 3-2 from Greg just missed. Pitcher and catcher wanted it. The dugout wanted it. And the bases are loaded.
Greg moving that ball in and out on Pennington, trying for that two-seam comeback fastball to the inside corner. And that one appeared to just miss.
Here's Prado, 3 on, 2 down. Ball 1. Prado's such a good contact guy. It really looked like he was just waiting to take a strike with the bases loaded. Not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. Swinging this time. Castro will step on second, and they leave the bases loaded for the 3rd time tonight. On to the 11th. 6-6.
Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch. Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. That's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.
The Ari Jose tweeted, need an SUV, #now. No way, Ari Jose. Right now it's the Honda Summer Clearance event, and you should get the Pilot. It seats 8 and it's loaded with standard features. But don't just take my word for it. What should Ari get? Pilot! And if a unanimous vote from people in a commercial isn't enough, we've got tons of great deals.
Want a new car? Get a great deal on one you'll love at the Honda Summer Clearance event, happening now.
11th inning, Heath Bell with a 1-2-3 10th. He will extend his outing. Luis Valbuena, Darwin Barney, Wellington Castillo, and they're due. Nobody among that group with a hit, combined 0 for 12.
Valbuena with a deep drive into the right field corner last time that Gerardo Parra was able to track down. No bonus points for almost.
Well, it looks like no matter what happens, Hector Rondon will pitch the bottom of the 11th. 2-0. Popped him up, shallow left. Eaton.
Second baseman, Darwin Barney.
Darwin Barney, other finals. The Brewers beat San Diego 3-1. 7 good innings from Kyle Loesch. His last 11 starts, 6-1 with a .251.
He's done his share. Reds thumping the Giants 8-1.
It's like they're going to win every game but one in that season series. Jorge De La Rosa, 6 scoreless as the Rockies beat the Marlins 2-1. The lefty now 10-5. American League, 10-1 Cleveland over the Mariners. A final. Hits the bag. And Barney will make second. That's a double. So the door is open. First Cub hit in extras.
And it looked like Prado was going to be there to make a play on this ball, but right off the base it goes and up over the head of Prado for a 1-out double.
Plate catcher Wellington Castillo.
In that game in Seattle, Scott Kazmir went 8 innings, gave up 1 hit, and Michael Bourne hit his first career grand slam. Another win for the Rays. 5-1 at Boston. David Price with a 5-hit complete game. 97 pitches, 72 strikes. So after coming back from the DL, Price 4-1 with a 176 in 5 outings, and 3 of the last 4 have been complete game performances. 0-1 home run cut, 0-2.
Yeah, there are not many better than David Price. when he's healthy, boy. There's a lot of talk that the Rays are going to have to move on from David Price. Not going to be able to afford him.
They're back to within a half game of the AL East lead. 0-2 struck him out. But here comes Deanna Navarro to pinch hit. No Miguel Cabrera. Tigers won again, 6-2 over the White Sox. Got the left hip flexor injury, so he hasn't played the last 2 nights. But Detroit winning both games 6-2. They'll go for the 4-game sweep tomorrow. Switch hitting Navarro takes ball 1. Perfectly placed, 1-1. Bell not as quite as exaggerated as Colementor, but pretty over the top.
Yeah, more, you know, a high 3/4 delivery, not quite as exaggerated as Colementor.
They've got Ziegler to Colementor.
Yeah, they give you the
interesting range,
don't they?
yeah.
There we are. Colementor on your right. Right over the top. Bell again, more the high 3/4. Swinging that arm like Rod Shooterbeck.
By design. The pitch. Third strikeout for Bell. Cubs strand the go-ahead run at second. Hector Rondon coming in 6-6 in the 11th.
I'm your Lincoln concierge, and that's the Lincoln MKX. It has an EPA estimated rating of 26 highway miles per gallon. Book a test drive?
3 o'clock.
Lincoln Concierge, always ready to help at Lincoln.com. Like right now during the Lincoln Summer Invitation. Get our best offers of the year on the 2013 Lincoln MKX during the Lincoln Summer Invitation on now.
Look at him, living on cloud nine with that U-verse wireless receiver.
You see, in my day, when my mom was repainting the house, you couldn't just set up a TV in the basement. I mean, come on.
Nope. We only watch TV in the rooms that had a TV outlet.
Yeah, if we wanted to watch TV someplace else, we'd have to go to my Aunt Sally's. Have you ever sat in a plastic-covered couch?
You're missing a good game over here. Those kids wouldn't have lasted one day in our shoes.
Add a wireless receiver. Call to get U-verse TV for just $19 a month with qualifying bundles. Rethink possible.
I wasn't exactly a fan of our last carryout deal, but this one is crazy.
The deal is a large 3-topping pizza, carry-out only for just $7.99, Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday?
Thursday.
What happened to Monday through Wednesday?
We've just taken a great deal and we've made it better.
I'm gonna need some help.
Hey, here to help.
Hi, welcome to Domino's.
You know, whatever it takes. Thank you for calling Domino's. This is Patrick. Here you go. Enjoy your day.
The new carry-out special every Monday through Thursday, only at Domino's.
Well, rookie right-hander Hector Rondon will try to keep the Diamondbacks off the board and get it to the 12th.
Well, last night Hector really struggled with his command. The time before that over in Colorado, he was outstanding. It's kind of been the story of his season, an up and down year, and probably what you would expect from a guy, Rule 5 draft pick, had no big league experience prior to this year.
Leading off for the D-backs and pinch hitting for Heath Bell, number 46, Patrick Corbin.
How about this?
Patrick Corbin for Heath Bell. Four-seamer at 95 for a strike.
Still have Aaron Hill over there, right?
We saw Hill already. He
saw
pitched
Hill
in this spot, actually, in the 7th. Oh, 2.
I can't even read my scorecard.
Miguel Montero available, but actually might not be available. Technically so. Corbin's out on strikes. Some back stiffness for the Diamondbacks main catcher.
Provides a nice soft landing for Rondon coming into this ball game, having to face a pitcher. Not that Corbin can't handle the bat a little bit. If he couldn't, he wouldn't have been the guy that got that assignment. He's a heck of an athlete. He's also out. Davis has been very anxious his last couple trips to the plate. Let's see if he maintains that approach. Typically the case when you get into these late inning, extra inning games where especially when one team had a fairly sizable lead, the team that comes from behind has used more of their bench to get back in it. The team that had the lead has used more of their bullpen to try to preserve the lead. Then you get to the point where everybody's pretty much out of bullets, but Cubs still have Ransom, Gillespie, Soriano on the bench.
David Hernandez.
About this time too, you start checking in with your starting pitchers. See who can give you an inning or two.
Fair on a broken battle liner, and the Avis is at second with 1 out.
He's been very aggressive this time. It pays off. Cracks his bat. And he gets a 1-out double into the left field corner.
And the Avis 3 out of 6.
Rondon's stuff is good. The command has been very inconsistent for him, both the fastball and the slider.
Fouled back by Gregorius. 0 for 4 with a walk. Last time up, he grounded to short in the 9th on a 3-0 pitch. And on the hands, and he fights it off. Trying to wake up the neighbors here with the loud PA. Late evening hours.
Should open the roof. It's probably cooled off into the mid-90s. Runners in scoring position. Diamondbacks just 1 out of 13.
Way outside.
Lions share the chances in the late innings.
Cubs with 3 hits tonight. They had 3 in the first 5 games of this trip total. Infield pop up, and Rondon will take it. 2 down.
Center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
A.J. Pollock with 2 outs.
Having a nice rookie year. 24 doubles. Guy can run, steal a bag for you. Good outfielder. A warm embrace as they discuss the situation here.
Here's a pitch. Just badly up and in. 1-0. Arizona has stranded 14 base runners in the first 10 innings. Nieves. He doubled with 1 out. Now there are 2 in the 2-0. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes.
Rondon too has that tendency to fly open, and that fastball will run on him. Weigh in on right-handed hitters.
It'll bring up Adam Eaton. Eric Hosmer connected twice for the Royals tonight. Alcides Escobar, the game-ending RBI in the 9th, 4-3 over the Orioles. They've won 2 of the first 3 in that series. There we go. The pitch to Eaton. Shallow center. De Jesus was playing in. He makes the catch, and that's the inning. They strand 2 more. 16 left on for the home team. Let's go to the 12th.
What started as an ordinary piece of aluminum was about to become something extraordinary. We have the technology to make it more refreshing than it's ever been. Bluer, colder, wider, venti-er. It's the ultimate delivery system for cold refreshment.
Thanks, scientist.
You're welcome, beach guy. The world's most refreshing can, only from Coors Light.
What's better, being the best at something or just being okay?
Best.
Okay, why?
I would be the best doctor because I would give them casts if they're hurt. There's colorful casts with stickers on them.
You would just give them casts?
With stickers. Stickers that say feel better. No.
It's not complicated. Best is better. And AT&T shares the #1 ranking for network performance in Chicago.
Hi, I'm Jan. Welcome to Toyota's once-a-year clearance event.
Can I still get a great deal?
Yes, there's lots to choose from, but you'd better hurry. They're going fast. What is that?
This is Ted. He's going to help pick the color.
Blue, we have that. Can you take him? We have that too.
Right now, lease a brand new 2013 RAV4 for the incredibly low price of $209 a month during the nationwide clearance event. Hurry into your local Toyota dealer today.
Did you find him?
Still looking.
Toyota, let's go places.
Late night here in Phoenix, 6-6.
Big David Hernandez on now for the D-backs. 4-5, 4.67 the ERA. Striking out a man per inning. Batting average against is low, 222. Mid-90s fastball, sharp curveball.
He gave up a 2-run homer to Nate Sherholtz in the 8th last night. Didn't really matter as the Diamondbacks won the game 10-4.
Yeah, the number that really jumps out on you, the home runs. 9 home runs allowed in 44 innings. It's not going to get it done for a short reliever.
Good return from the DL for David DeJesus. He's been on 3 times, once on an error. A double, a single. He has scored 2 runs.
Usually patient, but sometimes he'll ambush a pitcher, attack early. Tough to get on top of that high riding fastball of David Hernandez. DeJesus is a good high ball hitter.
When you look at what's left on each bench and in bullpen, the Diamondbacks are in better shape pitching wise, the Cubs position player wise. They still have Sip and Putz, and Hernandez just starting his first inning. The Cubs only have Michael Bowden after Hector Rondon. However, essentially the bench is empty for the Diamondbacks. They already used Patrick Corbin to pinch hit. Cubs have Ransom, Gillespie, and Soriano. 2-2 on a bounce. Gregorius. And a pretty smooth play.
And there on a relatively routine ball earlier. And then very nice play here. Sharp one hopper to the backhand side.
You know, the one thing we normally notice with David DeJesus, but I think especially after we haven't seen him for about 6 weeks, is just how often he squares up the baseball. I think he makes better, more consistent contact than anybody on this roster, except for this guy, but it's only been a week. Junior Lake.
Time for it. Not to put any pressure on you, kid, but do something heroic here, eh? You've raised the bar.
He caught it. Nieves makes a catch. No, he didn't. Did it hit the net?
Well, Angel's ruling that it hit the net. No argument from Nieves.
I couldn't tell, and we had a pretty good look at it from our vantage point. But yes, if it hits the net, it's no catch. Does that replay indicate anything to you?
I thought he was okay.
A roller to Gregorius. In the end, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
It looked like they changed directions there on the way down.
The last second.
Good call, Angel.
The 1-0 on the outside corner. Former Oriole David Hernandez. California native. Here's his 1-1. It's down, 2 balls and a strike. What a nice fat one, bell tie, middle in. Is that too much to ask? Here's a 3-1. Nope, they walked him. Take that.
Situations where as a hitter you just put him in a box. You look for one pitch in one spot. If you don't get it, spit on it. Take your walk, or if the guy makes a pitch and paints a corner, you still got one more to play with.
Well, here's the matchup that we saw last night. Driven to left, and it'll get down. Rizzo to third. Rizzo coming home. Relay throw by Gregorius. Not in time. Nate Scherholtz with 5 knocked in tonight, and he gets Hernandez again.
Have a night, Nate. And a big run again, keyed by patience. Rizzo works the walk. Scherholtz, the running fastball. Boy, we saw a lot of this in April and May from Nate. Fastball is running away, hit the other way with authority. Into the corner it goes. And Rizzo, like Goldschmidt, nice to have that power guy who's not a base clogger, can move around the bags.
This was last night. Scherholtz had really been scuffling. Came off the bench at a 2-run homer. Didn't seem like a big deal at the time, but all of a sudden tonight he has had a great performance.
Hernandez is going to be muttering Scherholtz in his sleep tonight.
One 1-0 to Castro, so Rondon could get his second big league win. Would have been ball 3. Castro a little over aggressive. 2-1.
Good swing there at 95, just didn't get it.
Parra, Goldschmidt, Pennington in the bottom of the inning. Castro fans Nate Sherholtz with a go-ahead RBI double. And the Cubs have the lead at 7-6 in the 12th.
It's the end of the model year. Now with bonus cash, Nissan is giving you the bottom line. With up to an additional $1,000 on top of existing offers on select models. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
What's better, being the best at something or just being okay?
Best.
Okay, why?
I would be the best doctor because I'll give them casts if they're hurt. There's colorful casts with stickers on them.
You would just give them casts?
With stickers. Stickers that say feel better. No.
It's not complicated. Best is better. And AT&T shares the #1 ranking for network performance in Chicago.
Save big money during the Menards Big Sale. Get the best brands, best quality, and best price, period, with Dutch Boy Paint. Platinum Interior has an exclusive no prep, no prime formula with advanced stain blocking technology. And Dutch Boy DuraWeather Max Bond Exterior uses advanced adhesion technology to provide superior one-coat coverage on chalky, dirty, previously painted and glossy surfaces. Right now, save $6 per gallon. That's $30 on 5-gallon pails.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the end of the model year. Now with bonus cash, Nissan is giving you the bottom line. With up to an additional $1,000 on top of existing offers on select models. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
Well, let's see if the Cubs can win it here in the 10th, or the 12th rather, after Nate Sherholtz doubled home Anthony Rizzo. Hector Rondon with a scoreless 11th. This is his ball game.
Yeah, essentially he's going to try to close out his own win here, pitching the bottom of the 12th against the 2-3-4 hitters for the D-backs.
Well, he's the equivalent of just throwing a guy in the deep end, the rookie Rondon, due to circumstance, trying to get these final 3 outs.
Good start.
Strike. Obviously key to get Parra with Goldschmidt on deck. The 1-1. Now 1-2. Always fun to count up the total pitches in a game like this.
What do you got?
I was hoping you'd do it. I was just throwing it out there, right? Oh, I'll do it.
397.
Ground ball right to Castro. Little stumble. One away. Unofficially, I have about 421 or 2 pitches so far. Goldschmidt 1 for 2, and we're in the 12th. It's because he's walked 4 times.
Grew up outside of Houston, and his approach reminds me a little bit of Jeff Bagwell. Walked a ton.
Nothing in 2.
He's shown an inclination to chase that high heater. He went after a couple from Samardzija early on in the ball game. This one at 95 elevated, slips right by him. Maybe that's his kryptonite. Although it was a high fastball from Parker that he hit for the home run.
A huge second out here. Goldschmidt pops to Castro.
Second baseman, Pennington.
Pennington, ground ball. Darwin Barney. Cubs win. Hector Rondon with a couple of scoreless innings to close it out. He'll get the win. Nate Scherholtz with 5 RBIs. And the Cubs win 7-6.
Never doubt, Len. Well, we said the Cubs are going to have to score again to win, and indeed they did. And what a night by Nate Scherholtz. My goodness, you talk about a hard-fought W. Wow.
And Nate is our GMC player of the game. To left for
base. What proved to be the game winner, driving Anthony Rizzo around to score. Oh, that was the first time. There's the home run. The 3-run jack. Second in 2 nights. And there, now the game winner after Rizzo had walked into the corner. He goes. Pretty good night.
Yeah, the Cubs 3-3 on this trip. A chance to take 3 of 4 in this series. 4 hours, 17 minutes. For JD and our entire crew, Len Casper saying so long from Chase Field in Phoenix. A final in 12. Cubs 7, Diamondbacks 6. We're back with you 7:30 for the pregame on Saturday. Cubs and Giants in Game 2. Coming up next, Sportsnet Central. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, Chuck Arfine in our downtown Chicago studios. Cubs pregame live. Not going to happen. Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR, is next. The players have arrived at Bourbonnais for Mark Trestman's very first training camp as head coach of the Bears. This new regime brings a new feeling, a new atmosphere. And as we learned on Wednesday, no new contracts until after the season. We'll have that story and more coming up. And Alfonso Soriano is on the verge of getting traded. We met with Cubs president Theo Epstein, who is actively trying to deal him. Nothing close at this point, but the wheels definitely in motion. We'll have the details. Plus, trade rumors swirling around the White Sox. Will tomorrow be Jake Peavy's final start on the South Side? We'll have those stories and more on Sportsnet Central. That is coming up next.
Jury duty.
You're happy about that.
It's right next to that little pub with those amazing cheeseburgers.
Like these?
Did you guys have jury duty?
Wendy's.
The new pretzel bacon cheeseburger, specially crafted by Wendy's.
Oh, that's better.
Look at him, living on cloud nine with that U-verse wireless receiver.
You see, in my day, when my mom was repainting the house, you couldn't just set up a TV in the basement. I mean, come on.
Nope. We only watch TV in the rooms that had a TV outlet.
Yeah, if we wanted to watch TV someplace else, we'd have to go to my Aunt Sally's. Have you ever sat in a plastic-covered couch?
You're missing a good game over here. Those kids wouldn't have lasted one day in our shoes.
Add a wireless receiver. Call to get UVerse TV for just $19 a month with qualifying bundles. Rethink possible.
With Luna, buy 2 rooms of flooring with installation and get product for the rest of your home for just $99. Sit back, relax, and save.
773-202 Luna.
At Casey Jackson tweets, "Oh, it's cool. It's not like I had plans or anything. Hashtag stupid car." Casey, stop by the Honda Summer Clearance event and get a great deal on a new Civic. It comes standard with Bluetooth and Pandora compatibility. So instead of being all hashtag stupid car, you could be all hashtag yeah.
Get a great deal on the fuel-efficient Civic at the Honda Summer Clearance event, happening now.
I knew when he asked me on the second date to go to a Cubs Cards game that he was a good catch. Catch.
It's kind of a theme in our lives. We have a gnome.
A nutcracker. We have a lizard named Wrigley.
It's a bearded dragon.
It's a lizard.
We have a trash can, Cubs toaster.
We even have some dirt from Wrigley.
And I like to think that it's all tastefully done.
Cubs Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online, only at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. AT&T, rethink possible. Xfinity Home, your total home security and home control solution. Menards, save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Audi, truth in engineering.
If something does happen, I'm not going to be caught off guard by it.
The Bears are back, and the GM lays down the law.
I do not anticipate that we will do any extensions of contracts during this season.
As Jay Cutler plays for a new contract.
There's some big contracts going around, so I mean, if you win and produce, you're going to get paid.
Bringing in the new year a little early. On Sportsnet Central, here we go.
Is Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR.
We begin in Bourbonnais, where players have arrived for Mark Trestman's very first training camp as head coach of the Bears. While the focus is on this season, Phil Emery made news about player contracts for next season. Jen Latta has that and more right here.
We are always open to dialogue with our players and with their agents, but I will tell you that where we're at with our current salary cap and the room that we have in our cap, in our efforts to put together a championship team in 2013, I do not anticipate that we will do any extensions of contracts during this season.
Emery added this decision will keep attention on the field. And speaking of, much has been made of the loss of veteran talent, none more so than Brian Urlacher. But Emery and Trestman stressed leadership is not lacking.
We've got leaders of all ages and all experience levels in our locker room that really transcend the entire team, led by the guys that have been around, the veteran players, but certainly guys that can grow into being true team leaders.
Been very encouraged at the leadership that I've seen, not only among our veteran returning players, but the players that we've brought in and our rookies. I will say one thing without reservation. Do not underestimate the leadership on this team.
Trestman was quiet, thoughtful, and focused in day one of his first training camp, but player accountability was an emphasis.
What we're trying to do is create an environment for every player to become the best football player they can every day. And the only way to do that is for the guy next to him to try to do the same thing. Because of the interconnectivity of this game, you can't be the best you can be unless the guys around you are working at it. And so that's the sell, is we can't be good unless you're good.
Up next for the Bears, a conditioning test on Thursday. 3 sets of 300-yard dashes that Trestman says is more of a formality than a test. It's to breed accountability amongst the teammates. Then on Friday, the first practice of Bears training camp. It will be no pads, but Trestman says tempo and a sense of urgency will be his key elements. That's the story here in Bourbonnais with Bears training camp. I'm Jen Latta for Comcast Sportsnet.
All right, Jen, in the Comcast Business Edge, sports the speed of business. Here's a look at the players entering the final year of their contracts. The biggest name, obviously, Cutler. After that, his battery mate, Roberto Garza, who will be also an unrestricted free agent. On the defensive side of the ball, 3/4 of the secondary. Tillman, Jennings, and Major Wright. There's also Henry Melton, Devin Hester, and Robbie Gould. Cutler was rather PC about Emery's comments, but Robbie Gould was much more candid and critical.
I'm not too worried about whether they re-sign me or not because I have all the leverage. So if they don't want to re-sign me now, it's going to cost them double at the end of the year. You might see a lot of guys exit the Bears, and this year has to be pretty special because if it doesn't go as well as planned, I could see them completely rebuilding until they offer me something that I think is a fair deal. I'm not asking for the stars at this point, but you know what? If I go to free agency, I'm going to be asking for everything.
I haven't really talked about any of my contracts in my career. Not really going to start now. You can play it out, and however it's supposed to go, it's going to work out. It doesn't really matter what year you are in your contract. I don't think you got to still go out and prove yourself. You got to play each and every week. You got to be consistent, and you got to sustain that your whole season. So nothing's really changed on my part. There's some big contracts going around. So if you win and produce, you're going to get paid.
Coming up, we're going to hear more from Cutler, his relationship with his new head coach, and whether there is any added pressure to perform in this contract year. That is later in the show. Alfonso Soriano not in the lineup on Wednesday for the Cubs, and it's looking like he will not be a Chicago Cub for much longer. The Cubs are getting closer to a deal that will send Soriano to a contending team, very possibly the Yankees. Sources tell our Patrick Mooney that the two sides are still negotiating how to split the $25 million left on his deal. Either way, Soriano knows his time on the north side is limited.
I feel comfortable here. I have my place in Chicago. I know the city, so. But this is baseball. Sometimes you feel comfortable, but that's my job. Sometimes I feel comfortable here, but sometimes I have to move somewhere and try something different. I have a list. So the Yankees in the list, but they have a list.
All right, so here it was. Cubs, D-backs. We start things off in the fourth. Anthony Rizzo hammers one off Ian Kennedy. It goes off the wall. David DeJesus come on down. A double for Rizzo. It's 1-0. Cubs to the fifth. Junior Lake. This dude is an ocean. He already doubled in the first. And with a man on first and 2 outs, Lake. Big Lake gets one into the gap in left center. DeJesus scores another double for Lake. 3-0 Cubs. Then with 2 on and 2 out, Nate Scherholz sends one down the line. It is gone. A 3-run homer, his 13th. Cubs up 6-0. Life is good. Oh, it is very good. But wait, bottom of the sixth. Blake Parker pitching and not well. Paul Goldschmidt. Oh, does he hit a rocket in the bleachers and left. A 3-run homer, his 22nd. It's 6-5. The D-backs would tie it with a sac fly in the ninth. We'll go to the 10th. Oh, Castro doesn't like that. Doesn't like that bat either. Breaks his bat in frustration. Top of the 12th now. At around 12:45 a.m. Chicago time. Scherholz trying to give the Cubs the lead and let Cubs fans go to sleep. He helps. It gets down. Rizzo's going to try to score all the way from first. He's in there. The Cubs win a 4-hour and 17-minute game, 7-6 in 12, and they're going to take the series. And the Cubs have been given the green light to start their massive Wrigley Field renovation plan. The Chicago City Council has approved the proposal for improvements to the ballpark and the surrounding area with an estimated cost of $500 million. It includes a video scoreboard in left field, a doubling of other signage, and the construction of a hotel. It'll all be funded by private money, nothing from taxpayers. Well, a very Chicago feeling from Matt Garza's Rangers debut against the Yankees. Giovanni Soto, AJ Brzezinski, Jeff Baker, Brett Littlerbridge, Neil Kotz all in the game. After winning his last 5 starts with the Cubs, Garza kept it going. He strikes out Melky Mesa to end the 2nd inning. Then the 5th, Garza gets Chris Stewart, a former White Sox prospect. Garza shut out the Yanks over his first 5 innings. In the 6th, the runner on 3rd, Robinson Cano singles to tie the game at 1. Garza went 7 1/3, allowing just 1 run on 5 hits. Bottom of the 6th, we're tied at 1, and it is AJ Brzezinski. He just reaches out. Or just reach out, swing a bat, and have it go over a fence. That's what he just did. His 10th of the season, that was the game winner. Garza gets the W in his first start with Texas. The Rangers win it 3-1. With the trade deadline a week away, lots of rumors swirling around the White Sox. Rios, Peavy, Crane, Ramirez, just some of the names being mentioned. Oh, and there was a baseball game against the Tigers. John Danks on the mound for the Sox. His big problem this year has been the home run. First inning, Prince Fielder takes him deep. A 3-run homer, his 17th of the season, and just like that, it is 3-0 Detroit. 2nd inning, the Tigers strike again. Austin Jackson with a liner to left. If it's fair, it's gone. It's fair. It's gone. A solo shot makes it 4-0. But wait, in the 5th, Torrey Hunter. The 3rd home run of the game off Danks. Danks gives up 11 straight runs via the long ball. He gave up 6 runs on 11 hits in the game. The Sox beat Anibal Sanchez a couple of weeks ago. Last night, he had to change up work, and he had 5 strikeouts in 6 innings of work. Alex Rios, meanwhile, he's been mentioned in trade rumors. More on this in a moment, but he had a rough game in this one as he would strand 5 runners on the night. He grounds into a double play to end the threat in the 7th. And the Sox lose again, 6-2. Chris Bowden has your press pass from U.S. Cellular Field.
The beatings go on. Make it 35 losses in the White Sox last 50 games and 35 in their last 48 against the Tigers.
It falls squarely on me. This is no one else's fault. It's just one of those nights. You know, there's really no way to explain it. Just wasn't able to do what I wanted to do, and a darn good team without the best hitter in the world beat the crap out of me.
It gets worse because Justin Verlander's on deck Thursday as they bid to avoid a 4-game sweep, and it could be Jake Peavy's last Sox appearance before they bid him adieu as the top starting pitcher on the market with the trade deadline now under a week away.
Honestly, come 1 o'clock tomorrow will be the last thing that I'll be thinking of who's watching me. I don't. I'll be worried about getting Austin Jackson out at 1 o'clock tomorrow, not anything about who's in the stands watching. I'm pretty abreast of what's going on, and you know, Rick does an incredible job of staying in contact with us, and you know, just being professional, letting us know, you know, kind of how things stand. And if something does happen, I'm not going to be caught off guard by it.
And then there's the curious case of Jesse Crane, who could bring a decent return if healthy. That's the biggest question, to see if he can be activated in time to show his season-long form prior to straining a pitching shoulder almost a month ago. But he says he feels only okay heading into Thursday morning's second bullpen session over 3 days.
More focused on getting healthy and being, you know, able to pitch. I'm not going to go anywhere if I can't pitch, so that's what I'm focusing on right now.
Covering the White Sox, Chris Bowden, Comcast Sportsnet.
Thanks, Chris. Jay Cutler arrives in Bourbonnais with high praise for his new head coach. We'll hear from the Bears QB coming up. Plus, why Derrick Rose will be feeling the heat when the regular season begins in October. And some big talk at Big Ten Media Day. We're going to hear from Pat Fitzgerald and Tim Beckman. Yes, college football is getting close.
CLR makes quick cleaning of all your messes and turns chore time into your time. Take that clogged shower head, dip it in CLR, and done. It's running like new. Dissolve white crusty calcium and lime buildup on your humidifier filter fast. A quick wipe has this rusty bike restored. A few scrubs and CLR's patented formula zaps through tough rust stains on concrete and stucco. CLR is safe for the environment, too. Turn chore day into your day with CLR. Find all our products at these fine stores.
There is a battle for my son's baseball soul. I am a diehard Cubs fan, and my wife is a diehard Brewers fan. I think I'm winning the battle. one night right before he went to bed, and we sang Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And we paused for Henry to fill in the line, root, root, root for the Cubbies. And when he said Cubbies, I knew he was mine.
Yay, let's go.
Cubs. I think my wife raised the L flag on that one.
Why does Bo Jackson use 5-Hour Energy?
The reason I take 5-Hour Energy is because it gives me everything I need to get me over the hump. I don't have the energy that I used to have. I tried one right before going out golfing with some buddies. We only played 18 holes, but I could have played 36 that day. Being in the business world now, you're always running somewhere. If I need some pick-me-up, I get a 5-Hour Energy. Gets me through the day. That's all I need. I'm Bo Jackson, and I use 5-Hour Energy.
When Derrick Rose and the Bulls play their first regular season game next season, the NBA is reportedly giving them quite a matchup. According to the preliminary schedule, the Bulls will open the season in Miami October 29th to face the Heat. That will be the night the Heat receive their championship rings. The full NBA schedule is expected to be released next week. So can the Bears win a Super Bowl with Jay Cutler? That is a question, and quite possibly the question of the 2013 season. Cutler is entering the final year of his contract, and now with a QB-friendly head coach in Mark Trestman, it's Cutler's best chance to prove that he's a winner.
He's got high expectations. He's very smart. He knows offense, defense. He knows the direction he wants to go into. I think with him being in the NFL for so long and then being out of the NFL, when he got back in and got his chance, he definitely wanted to do it his way and head a direction that he thought was right. And guys are buying in. Not everyone's bought in, but that's okay. We still have a lot of time, and hopefully by the time that first game goes around, we got everyone on the same page. It takes time. I think we had a good mini camp, had good OTAs. Guys were working hard at it, not just in the building, but outside the building. You could tell that they were studying at night. So just got to continue that over. Have a little bit more time on our hands now with meeting time with the new schedules. So we just have to grind it out. This is a little bit more West Coast philosophy. Bill Walsh, he was with Mike Shanahan for a little bit, so there's some similarities there. It's good stuff. He knows what he's doing offensively. It's proven over many years that he can move the ball offensively, so we just got to get everyone else on his level. I think there's pressure before every season to go out there, and everyone feels good about the spot they're in at the start of the year. Obviously with a new coach, there's a lot to learn on our part, but there's a lot of room to be positive and to think we're gonna have a good season.
Well, coaches and selected players are in Chicago for Big Ten Media Day. Northwestern and Illinois appear to be headed in opposite directions. The Illini trying to bounce back from a 2-10 season under Tim Beckman, while the Wildcats won 10 games and will be looking to build on their Gator Bowl victory over Mississippi State.
The confidence that was created off of a bowl victory, to go 2-0 against the SEC a year ago, and to be one of the only teams in the country to beat 3 BCS opponents out of Big Ten play. We're excited about the future, but that's talk. It's about action now, and hopefully we continue to make the progress that we need to make in training camp to get ready for the opener against Cal.
The progress that we've made through spring football, 15 practices, Bill Cubitt's offense that he's run has been very player-friendly, player-oriented. I've seen our football players grasp it extremely quick. So I'm excited about the strides we made.
Well, the winds of change are blowing through Bourbonnais. Kip Lewis explains how the Bears veterans are adjusting to the new tempo of training camp. And Aaron Hernandez has one of his many days in court. We're going to hear from Bill Belichick for the first time on the legal issues facing his former tight end.
People join Angie's List for all kinds of reasons.
I go to Angie's List to gauge whether or not the projects will be done in a timely fashion and within budget.
Angie's List members can tell you which provider is the best in town.
You'll find reviews on everything from home repair to healthcare.
Now that we're expecting, I like the fact I can go onto Angie's List and look for pediatricians.
The service.